sometimes they capture something which are hard to digest and sometimes very creepy. Number 5. This drone footage was taken in the South Fork Park in Ohio. The video starts out ordinarily enough, but then sometime around the 5-minute mark, you might be able to see something hiding in the thicket. Watch the left side of your screen closely as the drone starts to land and pay close attention because it happens pretty fast. Large creatures started out as the drone passes by, so you can claim that this is a Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. I do see what they are talking about, they don't see anything. And I think you could possibly be a tree. Let me know when you see it and if you agree. Number 4. With a freak thunderstorm sets this large hayfield on fire in Weld County, Colorado, a brief partner named Eric Howard halted to his tractor and heads straight for the auction. He has a wild plan that's about to really help firefighters contain the 30-acre blades if it all goes well. Thinking fast, Eric quickly carves a long path across the field to keep the fire from spreading. It's a firefighting strategy called the fire line, which is where you remove the topsoil so that there's less material to burn. He barely manages to stay ahead of the inferno, and the dancing flames grow tall enough to melt the paint off his trusty tractor the whole time. Eventually the wildfire is contained, and Eric is credited by the firefighters for his gutsy plan, which probably saved additional acres from going up in flames. Let me know what you would do in this situation if you think Eric should have left it to the professionals. Number 3. A Predator combat drone is conducting a routine patrol with suddenly something huge and fast enters its airspace. What appears to be some kind of unidentified flying objects, STS, by the drone in a gigantic burst of white light. The drone turns around to scan the area for whatever the past is now long gone. Unfortunately, no further footage was recovered. I don't know, the lack of the information surrounding this video is a sign that it's fake, or it means the military simply isn't saying anything. The unidentified flying objects could be CGI, but outside of that possibility, what you are watching could very well be your first contact with very technologically advanced Number 2. A YouTuber named Ryan Career is a drone enthusiast who explores a lot of exotic locations on his channel. Posted his videos are taken on tropical islands, but this one was shot at a hard to find rural spot that he simply describes as being in the middle of nowhere. As this drone flies high, you can see that red guy in Korea and his friend are standing in the middle of a huge field of crops that's covered in this series of strange markings. The symbols themselves are perfectly symmetrical and extremely precise in their geometry. The designs look strikingly identical and appear to have no noticeable differences, a sign that it was not made by humans. I suppose that it would be possible to do this with farm equipment, but farmers have little reason to vandalize their own field, and since there's absolutely no flaws in the design, I think that there's a strong possibility that this was made by something extraterrestrial. Let me know if you think that these crop circles are man-made or extraterrestrial in nature. If you recognize any of these symbols from any literature, movie or video games, then I'd definitely like to know where they are from. Number 1. A YouTuber named Furious Otter is piloting his nosy drone across a long stretch of woods when he comes across a mysterious all-white object that doesn't match the native scenery. He grows curious, decides to take the drone closer to the ground to get a better look. It's a decision that he probably now regrets. It doesn't look like much at first, but the situation becomes much more clear after he shoots in a wish-like figure out your approach a little while watching the drone from the tree line. I can't tell if they're waving at them or brushing something out of their hair. But either way, the street's images shouldn't be out here this deep in the woods. This video is terrifying if it's real, but a couple of things make me question its authenticity. I know drones can get a lot closer than that. So why didn't he try to get closer to see if they needed help, instead of immediately flying away? I guess he could have been worried about losing his drone, or possibly even getting cursed, so he just got out of there fastest. That if that's the case, then I can't say I blame him. Let me know what you think you would have done if you were there. So, here's a bonus video for you guys. An Australian YouTuber named Simon Lawrence is flying his drone high above his boat in Port Lincoln. His friends are looking to catch crabs, but soon they find something else entirely lurking in the deep ocean waters. The great white sharks. The silo, he studied that for a bit before coming in for a closer look. Shows interest in their crab pot. Watch the sharks swim away. Simon and his friends are very lucky because great white sharks have been known to try and overturn boats by swimming straight into them at full speed.